Look what the fuck we paying for. This shit crazy. Hey, I want Trump back and I don't even like Trump. We was getting more money. Everybody was getting more money. Where's the motherfucking the checks?
My man feel like
where's the relief?
My man feel like paying in full. I ain't eat.
No. What it do, my boy? What it do? Welcome back to another episode of Keep It Real DMV, episode 5, man. I know y'all missed us like shit. We back at it. Don't worry, the gang is back. The guys is back at it. My boy Ghost Rider, aka Big Ghost, you already know. Your boy Honcho, you know what I'm saying? And we missed y'all. There's a lot going on out here,
man.
Man, Rihanna pregnant and looking good still. Shout out to Rocky for completing the assignment, you hear me?
You feel me? I'm finally really about to have Savage Fenty storefronts in like 5 major marketing cities though, bro. And that's hard as shit to do.
That's facts. And that's very hard to do. And that's congratulations to them. Congratulations.
For real.
Major respects to y'all, props. And speaking of storefronts, man, we gonna talk about Nike.
Yeah.
How about that? Pulling they shoes from the stores, man. Like
Foot Locker from all them jobs.
What you think they about to do? What's the play on that?
They got enough money to open their own shit. Like
they really do.
They already, okay, if you go to an outlet, it's already Nike outlets. You know what I'm saying? You don't find a lot of like.
But you don't find the exclusive Nikes at the outlets though, bro.
Really
like,
don't.
So what's the play there? Are they gonna open up individual stores and shit? Like
I think
they really should though.
I think they got enough money to do it. I think they got enough money to open up an individual store with the shoes that niggas be getting offline and shit. Like every
facts.
They're most Nike.
Yeah, they're most sold brands like phone posits and shit like that. Each and every wave, like.
Yeah, bro.
They got the Air Maxes, shit like that. You
all
hear
of
like
them should be in that store.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because when you go to an outlet, they be having like whack ass SB jumps.
Yeah, you might catch a good pair of Nikes at the outlet, but that's even if they got your size.
Mm-hmm.
I done been to outlets all across the U.S., bro. Like, sorry Nike, y'all outlets carry the other shoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't have that hip urban shoe. We keep it real. Like, you carrying the real running shoe. Them shit the Caucasians and them outside the tracks and run around soccer mom shoes and jogging in the neighborhood and shit.
I'm not gonna get Nike.
I'm definitely not coming to y'all to go run around the neighborhood. That's Puma, Adidas area, you know what I'm saying? Y'all balling, sports, casual shoes, stick there. Now,
I feel like that's where Foot Locker gonna stick to New Balance, Puma, and Adidas.
Facts. Yeah. So them sticking to Puma and Adidas. Puma is like really coming up right now, and so is Adidas. Like they got enough shoes now to like hold down stores and shit too. Cause at one point, Puma and Adidas got your ass baked in the DMV. You stepped outside with the right pair of shoes, you was getting your ass baked on me. You could not come outside in no Pumas if they wasn't the right pair. If they wasn't no motherfucking shell toes, them Adidas, nigga, you getting your ass baked. What are we doing right now? What are those,
They couldn't even be black shell though. They had to be all white.
They had to be the white crispy. If your front was yellow and the rest was white, you got your ass baked. You hear me? With the lip talking and all that, you hear me? You got your ass.
That time, niggas wasn't wearing people. I seen more niggas in Deodorants.
Deodorant, now, Samoa's, Deodorant, you can catch a nigga in them Jones. But you still probably got your ass. If niggas didn't have no real drip, that back it was all sports shit. It was you was wearing the Vince Carters or whatever. You was wearing the Jordans. You was wearing basketball shoes. If you wasn't in some type of tennis shoe, you was bullshit. And some up to date jumps.
Yeah. It started switching with the times.
New Balance wasn't even that accepted then, cause like they were accepted. Niggas was rocking the 5.74s and shit like that, right? But depending on who they was getting their ass baked. Cause if your foot was over a certain size, that motherfucking 5.74 looked like a 5,074.
If it wasn't, we the same age, so if it wasn't like 996s, 992s,
993s, 991, shit like that,
if you was getting them crazy numbers, them 465,
the 4700 max,
all the other colors and shit.
You hear me? You was getting your ass
funny ass jumps. all that shit, you know what I'm saying? You was getting flamed.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
But that show you how the culture has elevated though in fashion in the DMV area.
Yeah, has it?
Yeah.
I mean, here, I feel like
we're ahead of the trend here. Like we trendsetters in this
here, I
area.
feel like
We
certain
start
niggas-
waves.
Here, I feel like it's just a mixture. Like certain niggas know about fashion, certain niggas feel like certain shit is
But check
high
it out.
fashion.
Even
You know
though,
what I'm saying?
even with that being said, now you can catch some of these young niggas in some of these off-brand shoes, these other junks, and niggas not flaming them up. Just like niggas be buying shoes or Wish or whatever,
Yeah,
but if them
the
junks
style
look
of-
flat,
the style of shoes.
yeah. If
That's
it look
changed.
like one of them
Niggas-
styles, one of them Balenciaga type
Yeah,
shoes
niggas
that
will
look
fuck
like
with
them,
it.
niggas gonna fuck with them. They don't give a fuck who is made by it. That shit just like look icy.
So I done seen niggas in some off-brand jumps, and them jumps be alright. You know what I'm saying? Like them jumps be alright.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
you know.
Even in the clothing, niggas are starting to retro it. You see a lot of the
Man,
colors
yeah.
coming back out. Like niggas is wearing the pastels, niggas is wearing
Yeah,
the spring
cool.
colors, the pink. Niggas, actual males is wearing the pink, the highlighter mint greens, all that.
Man,
Like
listen.
highlighted, you know what I'm saying?
Fabulous. Shout
The
out
yellow
Fabulous
jumps.
too, man. Shout out to Fabulous. Fabulous had on a whole Chanel outfit, right?
They faked his ass though.
Chanel.
They did
He
say
had
Chanel was
jacket.
for females.
He had the jacket, the
He
pants,
said
the
they
shoes, all
said
that.
my man was
He
looking
said
like
his man said
he was looking like a
Chanel
baddie.
for bad bitches, bro.
He was looking like a whole baddie. That's what they said.
He ain't feel like he never had a come. He always got comeback from niggas, but he didn't have.
I
a
can't
comeback
say
from
nothing.
that.
Cause I definitely had
Yeah,
that black and white Chanel scarf, the
When I
two-tone
seen the
jump, the
outfit-
reversible jump.
When I see, cause I'm looking at the outfit with my sister. When I seen the outfit,
I like this
I'm
flat.
like, the only thing I probably would have changed was the jeans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Fact,
saying?
I don't like the placement of the Chanel sign on the jeans and
Yeah.
shit. The way they
Everywhere-
the rhinestones
everything
and
else,
shit like
the
that.
jacket.
I like with the pearls in it. That's okay, but I think that is more on the feminine tip.
Yeah.
There
The
are some
jacket,
more
though.
masculine Chanel shit they got out there.
Nigga, that coat was like that.
Yeah,
the
the coat-
shoes was fire.
The coat, actually,
You know what I'm
the-
saying?
I ain't gonna hold you. The shoes was fire, but they got like a rustic, worn look to it, like the SBs and shit. You know how the new SBs look like? They kind of got that retro, already worn, finished type look to it. Them was looking fire. I fuck with that. I just like fuck with that. You
So
know?
I was like, damn, but you know, Fab always been like a dressy type of nigga. Like he always matched his shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he always have a hat to match everything, clothes, the shoes, everything match.
Yeah.
So it's not out the way to see him grab an outfit that's high fashion like that. That shit is going to like
But I feel,
niggas don't realize like a lot of them high fashion designers and shit, they were designing for women first.
facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? I told my sister, my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off. I told my sister the only nigga that designed shit for rappers and he was designing it for a specific rapper was Versace. And that's because he was designing shit for
And Versace still rocks to this day, but that's what it bring me that back to that point. The DMV, you could catch a DMV nigga and some shit looking like fat. They'll come, especially an Uptown nigga, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Uptown nigga come outside. Southside nigga ain't really. I mean, we started to get flat. We always been our own version of flat. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But that really like
I feel like Southside
matching
niggas
all
had-
the colors coming out with the little real
I feel
flashy jackets and shit like
Yeah,
that.
Hellies
And,
and
you know
all
what I'm
that
saying?
shit.
We
The
always
real
had
niggas.
Helly, but it was like a low key joint. It was black,
Well,
little
the-
green
the
in the
trenches.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The
Niggas
trench
wearing
joints.
trenches.
You hear me? Niggas,
You know
we
what I'm
just
saying?
like had our own stilo. Like, yeah.
I
But
feel like Southside
now I feel like
always
the
had a-
whole city be on some.
Southside always had a street fly.
Yeah,
Like they was
that's
more
how it is. A
street
real
fly.
rugged urban, like
Yeah.
thuggish
Uptown was
fly,
more
yeah.
business fly. Like you would still
Y'all was
catch
on some
niggas
pretty
street
boy fly shit, yeah.
But you would catch more niggas on some high fashion type shit, like, cause that's where all the stores was at.
I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of the niggas I seen stepping out in the Margellas and shit like that, they was Uptown niggas first. Like before I seen stepping out in the Red Bottom, shit like that, the Louis Vuittons, like really upgrading they shoe game to a different, some shit you wouldn't see a nigga in. A Southside nigga, like, what the fuck is those?
Yeah.
What you got on, cuz?
But now
these
you'll see
shit's
them in
2000. These 3000. You like, damn, for some shoes, I might not have spent 3,000 on them, but then now
niggas is
nigga like,
Niggas
they
is
hip.
broke.
They own it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know how niggas stepping out now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It's a lot of niggas. Listen, I'm from Uptown. You see, you know what I'm saying? I do shit the way I do shit. I dress the way I dress. But it's a lot of niggas on the south side now. The way they dress, you'd be like, where you from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you
wouldn't
could
think
be able to tell back in the day.
We still got a little bit of, you can tell a nigga from the south. We keep a
On
certain
what type of nigga he is.
Stilo or swag.
You know what I'm saying? But you can tell once a nigga starts speaking.
Yeah.
Once you really start getting into conversation with a nigga and you see
where they from.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But off first look, nigga might have on some Balenciaga, some, you know what I'm saying? Just fresh as shit.
Balenciaga, purple jeans, Diesel. He cross-branded.
Yeah.
He got everything on, looking sweet. You like, hey, I don't know where shorty from.
Yeah, like,
he can be from the west, he can be from up top.
For real,
hey, you
man.
know, he's looking sweet, shorty. Like, hey.
That bullshit.
Man, that takes us into like what niggas making right now.
Motherfuckers ain't working 9 to 5. Bro.
Nobody is really working these 9 to 5s. Every year we got thousands of people quitting 9 to 5s, going into business for themselves. Like,
and they should. It's never wrong with branding yourself. It's never wrong with being your own boss. Dame Dash used to talk about that shit all the time.
Fact. Niggas
be wanting to work for niggas and then call themselves bosses because they at the highest of that, but they still working for niggas. That nigga CEO Sunset was just with Dame Dash.
Oh yeah, ain't he from Uptown or somewhere? Yeah. He fuck with a lot of Southside niggas too. I've been peeping him, Fatboy SSC. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been peeping his movement and shit, what they been doing. We got like I seen Davey in it, and then shout out to Davey Ruffin. I seen Davey in his in the video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the DMV comedians right now. Y'all like making a whole little push right now. APAC, Davey, all y'all like doing y'all thing. You know what I'm saying?
You just got up on World Star and shit.
Hell yeah. It's a lot of up and coming comedians. Don't fault us for leaving niggas out, but shout out to all of them. You know what I'm saying? And but back to Mo County raised they minimum wage like $15 an hour, like $15.45 some shit like that. But not the rest of Maryland. That's just in Mo County though. Like so, like how does that work though? Like in the same state individually, like splitting up the working wage, like nigga. I'm in PG County and I'm making $10, but nigga in Mo County making $15 an hour minimum wage. Like,
it would probably depend on the cost of living.
But PG County cost of living damn near the same as Mo County right now. They got a lot of upper scale housing developments in Prince George's County right now. It's a lot. I mean, you got your hoods. You definitely got your hoods, but when you look at the quality of life. Mm-hmm. A lot of the areas are better. So they look just like Germantown or any other spot out by Moco, you know what I'm saying? They got the nice scale brick little homes. They got the townhomes. They got the single family homes. They got the schools and the playgrounds and shit like that. Like, so why they not making the same wages?
Man, I don't know. Look, I used to live in Pennsylvania, fool. So minimum wage to me, coming back to the city, just getting 15 was like, that's a bet, you know what I'm saying? Because minimum wage there is like $9.50, $10.
I live in South Carolina. Minimum wage $5.
Minimum wage
$60.
Imagine Michigan is like still like $10.
Walmart where niggas making 13 up here, 15 up here, and you down there Walmart making $6.
Walmart on 8th Street, nigga, you started like 17.
Walmart one of the more higher paid jumps though. Like I ain't,
you know what I'm saying?
Even McDonald's started niggas off like $12 to $15 an hour. Like it's getting crazy.
$15.75 if I got. You know what I'm saying? And that was last year.
I've been in, back to the business for yourself. I've been in business for myself for like since COVID started. I got fired from my well, I ain't get fired. We got laid off due to COVID when they shut down most of the toll roads. All the contracted workers got decontracted.
Yeah, fact.
So, you know what I'm saying?
It's still toll roads.
Yeah. It's still people, but a lot of them is automated now. They got a lot of automated and they don't need as many people to operate the jump. So I was a fiscal worker. I worked in the office. I did all the money and the writing of the receipts and shit for the money and sending it off, shit like that. So now I've been in business for myself, like for a minute. Like niggas don't even know what being in business for yourself is. Like you could go into business for yourself and file a free security number for yourself. It's called an EIN, an earned income number. If you just go file that on the IRS website, get that, and you go into business for yourself and start. You doing all these odd jobs and stuff. You can file that income, get an earned income credit, all that shit. Filing like a 1099, bro. Like you working DoorDash, all that shit. 1099 lifts. All that shit, they take taxes out a little bit, but you know what I'm saying?
DoorDash lifts, they send you 1099s.
They sending you a 1099. You in business for yourself. All these people now, Instacart, all these little outsourced delivery service, the Amazon, little express young people be delivering from Amazon. Like you basically in business for yourself. Yeah. You getting all the benefits of a company basically without having to be tied down. You know what I'm saying? So you got more and more people quitting these 9 to 5 because 9 to 5 is not paying you what it really costs to live out here. No. For real.
Think about that.
But the way it costs to live out here, how much it costs on a market rent.
The average market rent out here is what, $1,200, and I'm lowballing.
Yeah,
it's $1,200
for like a 2-bedroom, for a decent 2-bedroom. Otherwise, you in the trenches.
All right, that's the average market rent. $15 an hour is not gonna. You can't survive with that.
Nah.
Paying $1,200 a month and still gotta buy food. Still gotta get to and
mind you, your habits, you drink, you smoke, if you smoke cigarettes, kids, man, they want to go places, like
$15
keeping it real, they not paying what they're supposed to live, for real. Like, they not taking into account none of that other shit. They like, that's not on them. That's on you, because you taking up a majority of my time, my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the time to go make the extra income to supplement what y'all not giving me.
Facts. And man, I swear that Steve Harvey said some wild, the craziest shit, but it's the truest shit. It's impossible for a nigga to complete what they really want to complete and sleep 8 hours a day.
Nope.
So that's 24 hours in a day, right?
Elon Musk, Bill Gates, any of them will tell you they don't sleep. They don't really sleep. You might get 2 hours, 4 hours of sleep in 3 days. You really hustling. I do that now. I go home. By the time your brain shut down from all the thinking, it's 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I'm back up at 8 o'clock.
24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
And if you sleep in 8 of those, you sleep in a third of your life away.
Already.
You feel me?
But this is what they say is required for your body to be healthy.
That's a lie. You can get under 8 hours of sleep and be fully rested.
But can your brain be fully rested? Your mind?
I think so.
Everybody not taking mental care of they brain, their mind. Like, are you still mentally energetic? Is your brain not exhausted from the task and the tasking that it do every day, compiled with your day-to-day struggles or whatever you're going through, or your relationship, anything on top of your brain being deprived of the sleep?
I mean, that's like any muscle food if you overwork it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you overwork, yeah. But if you know.
Facts. So you saying it's a balance thing?
Yeah. Like.
That's me, because I don't really sleep.
Work in moderation.
But I never slept. I think it's
apply and get the things you need to get done then and there. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't stressing yourself trying to cram everything in.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because niggas be stressed the fuck out.
And what's that like? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, being a business owner and like doing everything yourself, how you not stressed the fuck out? Like, you doing all the marketing, all the promotion, all the like whatever the labor is for your business. You doing all the groundwork.
Yeah, when you starting, bro. But niggas is just starting. Like, not really just starting, but really.
You just really getting off the ground. So you can start something.
Everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, really developing and really taking it to another level.
Now, all that requires sacrifice and work.
Exactly.
that get you tired.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
and then on top of that, that take money, bring you back to what you making, your living wage. So if you're trying to do anything for yourself and you're not making enough off the living wage, you don't have that extra income to really put into that. So now you gotta find the time to make extra income. So now you're not sleeping more because you dedicate more of your time to another income source so that you can do the stuff you want to do on the side.
I feel like niggas should really look at the benefit from it instead of I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like what the benefit will be when you invest in yourself type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, I feel like it's way more of a benefit. Like I've seen way more people benefit from investing in themselves than working for a motherfucker trying to wait for them to do what they can do. You know what I'm saying? For themselves.
Yeah.
So it's all in how you perceive the shit and what you want out of it, for real, for real. Like most people just want the bare minimum. So they want to just live comfortably, and that's alright. Like
They content.
I
with
pay my
what they-
rent. I got a car. I'm good.
That's all they want. They don't want more.
You know what I'm saying? So when you that'll leave a nigga stagnant. Like I done been like that plenty of times, bro.
Me too. Facts. Yeah, you were saying something to me about that nigga T.I. being on a motherfucking a comedy show. He nigga stand-up comedian or some shit now.
He was he did a show down Atlanta and shit at a comedy bar and shit. And he was good.
I seen
bro.
some video footage of that, man.
Yeah, they said he was pretty good. Bro.
That nigga's always
He
been a
going
funny
into-
nigga though, y'all like. He in the movies and shit.
Shit.
Can't be an
like,
acting career without being some type of character. That's what comedian is all for real, for real.
Nah. And then he had the little comedy movie with Mike Epps and shit.
Facts,
You know what
facts,
I'm saying?
facts.
That joint was alright. So, I don't know, you know? Niggas be wanting to branch off into other shit. You know?
The money
He not-
is
he ain't rapping.
the money is doing more than one thing. Letting your connections from him being a rapper and his season being over for real. Keeping
His
it
son
real.
rapping.
Your season over as a rapper for real.
Yeah.
A few hot bars every now and then, maybe some features. That's the most we expect from you. That's the plateau. You
His
reached
son
it.
rap now,
You
so
know what I'm
it's like-
saying? Yeah. So now we want more of your movies. Where's ATL 2? Like shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Now that you're doing comedy, I could see him being a comedian, like getting back into movies, comedy roles, shit like that. Maybe
Because
like
he's
finding
into
another
it.
lane to make more revenue. He's a smart guy.
Yeah, and he's been in a few movies. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been in. It ain't like he did 1 or 2 movies. He's been at least 5. that
He's
I
been
can
in a lot of movies.
name, you know what I'm saying?
T.I. has been in a lot of movies.
Yeah, so-
He did the one, what's the one Joan he did with
And he was in at least-
Chris Brown and all them, with Idris Elba, all them.
Takers.
Takers. That was an actual
Yeah.
good movie. Like, that's a really good movie. He don't play like, a lot of artists tend to get roles.
So he was in the
That be kinda janky.
Kevin Hart, Will Ferrell jump.
Oh yeah, he definitely was. He
He was
definitely
in
was.
that jump. You know what I'm saying? He was in another comedy jump. I'm trying to remember the name. of that
He
shit.
definitely was. All right.
I can't
Shout out
remember
to
the
T.I. You doing your thing out here,
Yeah,
man.
he-
We see you, Playboy.
No bullshit,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know
Don't
what
let that shit between you and Tiny and y'all kidnapping girls and shit get in your way. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, my guy. Keep getting that money. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, for real, like niggas don't be talking about niggas in TV for real. Like 50 got the highest rated shows. You know what I'm saying? On
He
cable
do, and
TV.
he battling stars right now for some reason. They going back and
'Cause
forth,
they
but they
like-
did drop them new episodes. I have been watching.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can't miss. Even the jump he was doing for ABC, the For Life jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he can't miss, bro.
He
Like,
ain't missing. He ain't missing. And what's that little comedy joint he had? This is 50 or some shit like that.
yeah, he did for a little minute on BET.
He don't miss. Like 50 don't miss.
Nah,
Nigga
and
said
they about to let him do. He about to executive produce like a black comic movie and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a rack of shit. Like he doing a lot of shit on that.
he said he
on
bringing
the
Monique back.
director side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he trying to do that. Like he been campaigning for Monique, one of the best actors, bro.
Nah, for real.
Comedians, female comedians, best
So
actors.
what?
I'm not even gonna say female comedians.
So the
Stand-up
deal was
comedians.
what? She got blackballed for winning an
She won the
Oscar
Oscar.
for a
then
supporting
she
role
got
in Precious. Now over and everybody blackballing her because what? Because she won the Oscar? Ain't we supposed to be supporting each other?
They was trying to say she was difficult to work with. And they was really just talking.
It's a lot of difficult artists. They said the same shit about Wesley Snipes, but they ain't blackballed his ass.
They did for a minute.
He back.
They did for a little bit.
He been back how long? How long Wesley been back? Come on now. Don't do that to Monique.
Yeah, they should. I don't think they should.
Shit.
Really, she had.
From what everybody understands, Bill been
She
raping
had-
girls his whole career, but
She
they
had
ain't
one of-
blackballed Bill ass.
She had one of the top, longest lasting TV shows, black TV shows at a time.
Don't forget she was a queen of comedy.
They did the Queens of Comedy. You know what I'm saying? She won the Oscar for her role.
She did all type of
Precious,
movies, Beauty
which
Shop,
a lot
all
of-
them like
A lot of comedians can't say, yeah, I won an Oscar.
not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
She did like she deserved hers.
She
though.
actually went from, oh yeah, I could show you I could play any role type shit.
No, for
'Cause
real.
That was a serious ass role.
No,
Like,
for real.
okay.
She did talk show too.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
did talk show. She was hosting shows. So like, she's a very multifaceted
Yeah,
woman.
like I couldn't laugh at that shit. Like even when Jamie Foxx played Ray, a lot of that
and that's
shit.
a talented nigga right
Yeah,
there.
and I be, bruh, I just can't get out. I can't get out of laughing at this nigga, bruh, because he's so funny. So I shouldn't laugh at this shit, but I'm just. It's the comedic side that I see in him while he playing the shit. I can't get over it. You know what I'm saying? With her,
Her
I
laughing at
took
his
that
serious
role
roles, and I think
serious.
that's why people like him though.
With her, I took that role serious as shit. Like it's nothing to laugh at.
Right.
And she really played that
She
shit.
played
Like,
that role.
She
But
really played that
50
shit.
got enough influence to bring her back.
I think so.
I really think if they blackball 50, a lot of people will be losing money.
They tried already. Like niggas don't. Alright, this what niggas think blackballing is like. If we never see you again, nah, they find ways to tarnish your name.
Like really
they
tarnish your
saying
name, make
he
the
was
city
going broke,
hard
he
to
was
work
bankrupt, He
in.
was going broke. They said that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was owing all these people money. He was going broke.
Yeah, I remember they was memeing him for the movie he
All
did
that
with the
shit.
crack when he was a crackhead. When he was doing the steroids for the
yeah.
football player and shit.
Yeah, all that shit. So, and he got a lot of movies, bro. Like,
Yeah, 50 low key do got a lot
did
of
a lot
movies.
of movies.
He did a lot of movies. He
And
done
that's
done
what he
little
was
cop
able to
movies, all type
develop.
of shit. Like 50 done been in a lot of shit
being in
too.
shows, doing all the show shit. But them shows like that, bro. There's nobody that can't say, unless you just don't like certain type of shit. But it's nobody that's watched that shit and be like, man, that's a black ass show. It's no way possible you can say that shit, bro.
Facts.
And none of them, Power, BMF, Book 2, Kanan, you know what I'm saying, Force, and none of them shits you can say that shit was whack.
Facts. That's facts. Everything I watched him.
Even another one, Tasha Smith. How she be directing all these shows, but nobody talk about that shit. She been in a rack of movies. Niggas know her from movies.
That's kind of surprising though, because she did all that, and then you giving all this praise. Not like it's not due to Issa Rae. Shout out to Issa Rae, the girl who directed and starred in Insecure.
Okay,
She's
yeah.
doing a lot of other stuff. She got her hand in a lot of other stuff right now, and she's been picked up by another conglomerate network who's going to be helping her develop some more. You know what I'm saying? So like, shout out to her. But I really think that just plays into that black creator thing, that all the way down to the content creators who they favor. Like, if you're not in the favor, you don't get to shine. Like, you could do a lot. They'll let you silently make all the money, but the power is in the notoriety, people just being able to see your face and know you from your face, that face card thing.
Man, I went to LA. We went to Cali and shit. I met Kenyan Burst. So most people will see him and don't even know who the fuck he is.
For the fact, I'm about to say, for the people, who is Kenyan Burst?
Kenyan Burst is the writer and director of Blackish. So he did Blackish, he did Think Like a Man 2, you know what I'm saying? The other joint he got on Netflix. Damn, I can't remember the name of that joint. That shit is funny as shit though. Like, now to me,
Sitcom?
yeah, it's a show. It's about him. It's literally about him and his family and shit. Like everything through him going and writing Blackish and all that shit. And this is
You know that joint I miss is Black as Fuck.
That's what it's called.
That's the one.
Yes, bro.
That's
That's
the
Kenyan
joint.
Burst.
I know. But I
He
ain't know you
got-
was talking about Black as Fuck. That joint right there is
Yeah.
probably one of the best joints
Hilarious,
I've seen
bro.
him put
And
together.
I got a chance to talk to him, you know what I'm saying? Follow him, and he actually followed me back. But he does a lot of shit that motherfuckers don't really know about. They don't really put that out like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I said I met him, like even when I talked to my sister, I had to say Blackish for her to know I was talking
Who
about.
he is. Because some people assimilate the shows to the character. That's how, like, you say a specific movie or show, then they know who you're talking about. Like I said, go to people knowing faces and not names. You know.
Yeah. That shit is crazy. It's a lot of black content that they keep.
That's what I was going into. So, like, a lot of black content gets smothered. Like, even when it's not get smothered, the creator gets smothered.
Yeah.
They get outshined. They try to put more praise and light on other people in the projects versus who they really should be showing the shine to. It goes all the way down to TikTok, Instagram.
Man, it goes all the way down to music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't really
they
say that
actually
about
put on.
music.
Yeah, you can.
There's a lot of black artists. Like, black artists
They'll
really
market-
shine at music.
No, I'm not saying black. I'm saying just types. Like they'll market the type of shit that they want.
They only that's
Certain
anything.
type
It's the
of
same
shit.
thing with TV. Period. Like sex sales, crime sales, drugs, guns, bullshit. That's the shit that sells the most. They stick documentaries and shit like that on Discovery and all the rest of them channels that come extra and free with you, the cable package and shit like that. Cause niggas they watch that later. That's not what niggas going to search up.
They stick real shit in a book. Nigga.
If that shit ain't got something like if it's not like a Juice WRLD documentary, a Kanye documentary, something that's got some like real, there's some real gossip, juicy shit going on up in there, bro. Like
Speaking of
niggas
that,
ain't watching that shit.
Speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up. Cause that's a good topic though.
Kanye.
Kanye documentaries.
Yeah, man, it go deep though. That whole Kanye situation is like a whole nother podcast.
That
We could
Kanye
talk about
documentary
Kanye
is
for
serious.
the mental, him coming up,
I'm
everything
just
he
sticking
did,
to the documentary though.
bartering
Let's
services.
just stick to that. The
Yeah,
documentary. Like if you watch the documentary, bruh, and just look at how they wasn't even trying to push him. Like it was self dedication, like the way
His own personal drive.
Yes, bro.
I'm
And
here.
that goes into what we was talking about in the beginning and all that. Like his own personal drive pushed him to be a billionaire.
Despite of what everybody
Niggas
was
gotta
saying
really
about
think,
him,
no matter
about
how
his
much they
mental
talk-
health, about
Right.
everything.
No matter how much niggas talk about that, his clothes, his shoes, niggas is always buying.
Some of the the most influential artists out here will tell you that Kanye is a genius. He might seem a little crazy, but most geniuses are. Albert Einstein electrocuted, Ben Franklin electrocuted himself. Albert Einstein seemed crazy. That's where he got that mad scientist theory and shit started coming from. Like people are awkward when you're super smart because you realize more than the rest. You know what I'm saying? So you different. Your
Like, how many
personality
rappers
different.
You can't even think of. There's no rappers you can think of that made it to the fashion world and made the money he made in fashion. 50 got shoe deals with Reebok, clothes deals. Jay had a shoe deal with Reebok.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying?
The only person I could say is close to him is Pharrell. Pharrell got like tapped in with the fashion world. Like he on another level.
He is, but he like that nigga.
He not as influential because of his style
Man, it's like,
and the person like
man,
Pharrell's
they was trying to
music versus his
keep that nigga
personality.
out.
Yeah,
They wasn't trying to let Kanye in the fashion. You know what I'm saying?
and his influence or the influence he received from Virgil, like really rest in peace Virgil Abloh, you know, it really molded where he is now. And then he plugged in with Kim Kardashian, despite the fact that that's his baby mom and it was a relationship or whatever. He was able to influence her to even dress and push his fashion style, and she has a cult following. So it was just already up from there. Like Kanye was up and then super up after that. Virgil, stupid up. He made all the right moves for somebody that said it was crazy and was all that. His drive, his
they completely
sheer genius.
shut that nigga down. He got in that car accident. They cut his whole budget.
Correct. He was bartering time with artists and shit like that. Like so
that he made beats for, and he was able that he already worked with, so he had to barter time,
including Ludacris and them niggas telling you he was a freaking
niggas
genius.
need to know connections, networking is very, very important.
Right.
Because that's how he was able to get to even record through the wire.
Right. Hey,
and he had to pay for the video.
That's how we gonna chop that up too. We gonna go check out the documentary on Netflix for Kanye West. If you an artist, you got any type, it could correlate to you and your business, what you doing as an entrepreneur, as a startup business owner. Like his drive and dedication, his smartness to be able to take his talents and supplement his talents to get what he needed is some shit y'all need to see. And that drive and being like that, that's just some keeping it real shit. You know what I'm saying? And this keeping it real DMV, Big Ghost, NLB Honcho, we back. We see y'all next.